What if I told you that some motorcycles can outlive your car, your mortgage, even you? Sounds like a stretch, right? Here's the truth: most riders spend thousands each year on breakdowns, rebuilds, and extended warranties that never pay off. But there's a small group of bikes that simply don't die. Machines that quietly rack up 300,000 miles, cross continents, and still fire up every morning like the day they left the factory. Today, we're counting down 10 motorcycles that never break down, the ones you can buy once and ride forever. And stick around till the end. I'll also reveal 2 models you should avoid at all costs if you value your wallet and your sanity. Ready to ride for life? Number 10. Honda CB500 series. When riders talk about reliability, the CB500 family has become almost a legend. From the CB500F naked bike to the CB500X Adventure Twin, these middleweights prove that simplicity can still outperform sophistication. Mechanics love this engine because it's nearly indestructible. The 471cc parallel twin runs a low compression ratio, uses a plain-bearing crank, and has wide tolerances that forgive missed oil changes or rough fuel. Owners have documented over 200,000 miles without ever cracking the cases open. Even consumables are forgiving. Chain, sprockets, and clutches routinely last longer than class averages. Fuel economy hovers around 70 mpg, meaning you can commute for pennies while others feed gas-hungry monsters. What really seals its immortality? Honda's global parts availability. You can find replacements from London to Laos. For riders chasing a forever commuter or a bulletproof beginner's bike, the CB500 is what reliability looks like on 2 wheels. Number 9. Yamaha XT600R. Before adventure bikes were a marketing term, Yamaha built the XT series. Single-cylinder, air-cooled, and so tough it became the default choice for world travelers in the 80s and 90s. This engine is as honest as it gets. No radiators, no water pumps, no complex electronics. Change the oil, clean the filter, and it'll cross continents. One famous XT600 owner documented over 400,000 kilometers on the original piston and valves. That's nearly 250,000 miles of punishment. The XT's simplicity is its superpower. Fewer parts mean fewer things to fail. Even the carburetor can be rebuilt on a kitchen table with basic tools. In countries where BMW GSs struggle to find parts, the XT soldiers on. If you want to go anywhere, fix anywhere motorcycle that refuses to die, Yamaha's XT series is the cockroach of adventure bikes, and that's a compliment. Number 8. Kawasaki KLR650. They call it the AK-47 of motorcycles: cheap, rugged, unstoppable. The Kawasaki KLR650 has been used by soldiers, aid workers, and doomsday preppers for decades. It's powered by a 651cc single-cylinder engine that traces its design roots back to the 1980s. The cooling system is simple, the frame is overbuilt, and the parts interchange across multiple generations. There are riders in the US and Canada who've logged 300,000-plus miles on the same bottom end. Sure, it vibrates like a paint shaker and won't win any drag races, but the trade-off is dependability that borders on absurd. Drop it in the desert, it'll still start. Forget an oil change or two, it'll forgive you. It's not fast, it's not fancy, it's just forever. For under $7,000 new, the KLR remains the cheapest ticket to lifetime ownership on 2 wheels. Number 7. Suzuki DR650. In an era where motorcycles have more computers than cars, the Suzuki DR650 is refreshingly primitive. This air-cooled, carbureted 5-speed dinosaur hasn't changed much since the 90s, and that's the point. The DR's 644cc engine is so overbuilt, it's become the go-to choice for round-the-world travelers. No water pump seals to leak, no electronics to fail, and no fuel pump to strand you. It'll run on bad gas, cheap oil, or even neglect. Owners routinely see 100,000 to 200,000 miles before a rebuild, and many never touch the motor at all. When it does need service, the parts are dirt cheap and available everywhere. There's even an inside joke among mechanics. If a DR650 won't start, check the kill switch because the engine's fine. The DR proves that sometimes the best reliability comes not from innovation, but from refusing to change what already works. Number 6. BMW R1200 GS. You knew this one was coming. The BMW GS isn't just a motorcycle, it's a passport. Since its introduction in 2004, the R1200 GS has carried riders through every continent, from the Sahara to the Siberian tundra. The key lies in BMW's boxer twin-engine horizontally opposed cylinders that keep the weight low, stay cool, and are easy to service on the road. The 1,170cc air and oil-cooled motor has proven to be one of the most durable ever made. There are countless examples of GS bikes surpassing 300,000 miles, often on their original engines. Sure, repairs can be expensive if something goes wrong, but statistically, they rarely do. The shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance, and the electronics, when maintained, have aged better than critics expected. The GS isn't just reliable, it's tested by the world itself. If your goal is to buy one motorcycle for the rest of your life, few machines have the resume of the R1200 GS. Number 5. Honda Goldwing. If the BMW GS is the world traveler, the Honda Goldwing is the interstate emperor. Launched in the 1970s, the Goldwing redefined long-distance reliability. The flat-six engine is a masterpiece of smoothness and endurance. It's liquid-cooled, balanced, and engineered to run 500,000 miles if you just keep the fluids fresh. There are verified examples of Good Luck 1500 and Good Luck 1800 Goldwings exceeding 500,000 miles with original engines and transmissions. Mechanics routinely call it the most maintenance-free touring platform ever built. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, it's expensive. But when you realize the average owner keeps one for decades, it becomes clear. The Goldwing isn't a purchase, it's a lifelong companion. This bike's longevity has made it a cult classic among retirees and iron butt riders alike. If you see a Goldwing on the highway, it's probably on its second owner and its first engine. Number 4. Yamaha FJR1300. Some bikes age like milk. The Yamaha FJR1300 ages like a samurai sword. This 1,298cc inline-4 sport tourer blends power with bulletproof reliability. Yamaha designed it to run hard, day after day, for police fleets and long-distance tourers alike. There are owners on FJR forums proudly reporting 300,000-plus miles with only valve checks and clutch plates replaced. The shaft drive removes chain headaches, and the motor's closed-deck block design prevents overheating or oil leaks. What's more, the FJR feels modern even after 20 years ABS, cruise control, and comfort that rivals full tourers. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it's the definition of a forever bike. If your dream is to cross countries at high speed without ever seeing a mechanic, the FJR is the answer. Number 3. Harley-Davidson touring models. Not all Harleys are unreliable, and the touring models prove it. The Electra Glide, Road King, and Street Glide, equipped with the twin-cam 88 or 96 engines, are shockingly dependable when maintained properly. These air-cooled V-twins are simple, low-stress designs built for long highway miles, not redline abuse. Plenty of Harley touring owners report crossing 200,000 to 300,000 miles with only routine maintenance. The reason? Low RPM cruising keeps internal wear minimal, and parts are not only cheap but available anywhere in America. Even full rebuilds are straightforward, often lasting another 150,000 miles afterward. Yes, they rattle and leak a little oil, but that's personality, not failure. In an age of electronics and software glitches, Harley's mechanical honesty has aged beautifully. If you want an old-school engine that just keeps on thumping, this is it. Number 2. Honda ST1300. If you've ever wondered why police departments used the ST1300 for years, here's your answer. It's nearly indestructible. Powered by a 1,261cc V4, the ST1300 delivers silky smooth performance with no weak points. Its liquid cooling, shaft drive, and overbuilt transmission make it ideal for high-mileage riders. Many examples exceed 400,000 miles, often with minimal internal wear. Police fleet data showed these bikes running 12-hour shifts, day after day, in brutal conditions, and they just wouldn't quit. The ST1300's secret is over-engineering. Honda designed it to survive extreme heat, heavy loads, and aggressive use. Basically, it's a sport tourer built like a truck. If you find a clean used one, don't hesitate. You're not buying a motorcycle. You're buying a 20-year partnership. Number 1. Suzuki Bandit 1200 GSX 1250. At number 1 is the Suzuki Bandit, a name that doesn't scream excitement but quietly earns loyalty for decades. The 1,157cc Air oil-cooled inline-4 is derived from the old GSX-R platform, tuned down for longevity. No fancy electronics, no complexity, just a massive, under-stressed engine that shrugs off abuse. There are riders who've crossed 300,000 miles on these engines with nothing but valve checks, oil, and filters. Even the clutch and gearbox rarely fail, because Suzuki built them to handle more torque than the bike actually makes. It's a bike that doesn't care about trends, it just does its job forever. And while others chase horsepower or style, Bandit owners are quietly racking up miles and smiling at gas stations. In a world full of hype, the Bandit is proof that reliability isn't sexy, it's just satisfying. Bonus section: bikes to avoid if you value reliability. Number 1. Ducati Multistrada Early Models. Before Ducati's modern reliability push, the early Multistradas, especially pre-2015 models, were nightmares. Desmo valve service every 7,500 miles, flaky electronics, and timing belts that cost thousands to replace. Even passionate owners joke that owning one is like dating a supermodel, thrilling, expensive, and exhausting. Modern ones have improved, but if you're shopping used, tread carefully. For long-term peace of mind, skip the drama. Number 2. Triumph Tiger 1050. A great bike on paper, triple engine, sporty handling but plagued by electrical gremlins. Charging systems fail, regulator, rectifiers cook themselves, and fuel pumps die unexpectedly. Many owners spent more time with multimeters than helmets. Later, Triumphs fixed these issues, but the early Tigers became infamous for stranding riders in the middle of nowhere.